How's it going, everybody? This is Double Wide 6, and today I got a chainsaw that will idle good, but when I throttle it up, it's dying out. So this thing's actually an Echo CS-346. So looks pretty clean. Hasn't been used too hard. It's been sitting a little while. So what we're going to do is just give it a quick carburetor cleaning and see if that takes care of the problem. To start out, we're going to remove the bar and chain just to get it out of the way. So there's two nuts holding on the bar. They look to be 10mm. There's one. And that should allow us to remove the chain and the bar and everything. So we're just pulling off the chain and the bar to get them out of the way. Next thing we're going to do is remove the air filter. Just need a flathead screwdriver to pull that off. And if you look at this filter, you can see it's pretty much filthy. So we'll clean that out or replace it. Carburetor looks like it's held on by these two screws. You can use either a large flathead or a Phillips head screwdriver to remove the carburetor mounting screws. Most chainsaws are designed so that it's fairly easy to access the carburetor and clean it. Most small engine stuff for that matter. Chainsaws are particularly easy to get to the carburetor. So these are your mounting bolts, and they just hold the carburetor onto the block. So once they come off, the carburetor's loose, with the exception of the linkages and any fuel lines. The choke plate, right here's the choke. So when you pull that out, it chokes it. And as you can see, there's just a hole holding that in place, so we don't want to lose that. And also the mounting screw with that side that has the choke lever has a washer, and the other side does not have that washer. Next thing we're going to do is slide off this little fuel line. That didn't take much to get off. Now I gotta get the phone. The next thing I'm gonna do is pop off the fuel line that comes out of the tank. And I know it's really hard to see, but I might be able to get that off here. And just adjust the camera. Here's the fuel line. We're just trying to back that up if we can. Looks like we got it. And there's a little rubber thing over here. I just want to be careful that you work the carburetor out of there. And the last thing is there's a throttle linkage, it looks like, up top here. And it's kind of on the back, so we're going to unhook that. Oops. It's just making sure that there was some slack. There we go. It was a little tricky to get off. I'm going to scratch this hole so I know that that throttle cable went in there. Alrighty, so all we're going to do is disassemble this carburetor. You know, if you've never done this or you don't know how to do it, I have a couple videos under double wide 6 that shows you how to do this. This carburetor that I'm doing happens to be a Walbro, and they're pretty good carburetors. A lot of times there's Zamos on these Echo equipment. So we're gonna just pull everything apart. We're gonna blow it off too. A little compressed air helps keep the dirt out. And once I get this apart, I'm going to put in my ultrasonic parts cleaner. That's what I do with a lot of these 2-cycle carbs. And for me, I don't know, I have really good luck with that thing. It cleans them very well. And if you've never used an ultrasonic carb cleaner, I'd recommend it. And if you don't know what they are, I have a video on them as well under double wide 6. The diaphragm seems pretty good. This looks pretty clean. Here's the needle and seat. This chainsaw was just running like it was starving for fuel, you know, under high throttle. So here comes your needle and your lever and all that stuff. So we got that out. We'll clean all that, and we'll pull off the back as well. Ow. Man, is that thing on there tight.
Double wide.
What's up, Big Mama?
Why do you hate me?
It's because of your poor attitude.
What do you mean?
Alright, pull those off.
Are you making a video?
Yeah.
You're recording now?
Yeah.
Do you record everything we said?
Yeah.
Or are you going to keep it in?
This is the screen for the
Move
fuel.
it. You're out of... There you are. There you go.
This is a screen for the fuel. I'm just pulling this out of here because a lot of times this gets clogged up.
Is that a dental pick?
Yeah. So we'll pull that out. You don't want to lose it.
Good luck.
Thanks. And we're going to give this thing an ultrasonic cleaning. I'm also going to pull out the high and low screws. So a lot of carbs these days have these red plastic inserts in there. So you can only adjust the high and low screws so far. What you can do is just take a fine thread drywall screw and carefully thread it down in there. And that should work to raise the plastic insert. So I'm just taking my time trying to bring the thing up. And as you can see, the whole thing came up. So that's a good way to do it. You just have to be careful. You don't want to wreck these screws in here, your high and low. So I just put in the low and high screw. The low screw, for the record, seated at about 1 1/4. The high screw seated at 1 1/2. When the saw wasn't running right, I tried to adjust the high screw to open it up a little bit to give it a little more fuel, and it still didn't help at all. So we're going to pull out the low needle, the high needle, and then we'll throw it in the ultrasonic bath and then put it back together. Alrighty, So I got the carb in there cleaning, and if you take a look, I just popped up this fuel grommet. I'm going to pull out the fuel filter and just take a look at that. It should fit through this hole.
Okay. Who are you calling?
Michael.
Oh. I'm gonna go check.
This fuel line looks awful squiggly, and I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to be in the tank or not, but it looks to be in good shape, and so does the filter. So I think I'm just going to blow air through this, make sure it's clean, and reuse it. So I blew air through it, and I actually even sucked on the end, and yeah, it's nice and clear, no obstructions, everything's working well. And this is supposed to be kind of coiled like an old phone line, like back in the day when there were phones that had cords on them. So that's the way that should go. So we're gonna drop it back in, just feed it in here, and carefully let it coil, and put the grommet back in. Alrighty guys, I put the carb back together on my own. If you're not sure how to put the carb back together, I got a couple videos under double wide 6 that'll show you the process. Wasn't too difficult. I blew out the air filter because that was dirty. The hardest part for me was actually getting the chain on the bar and tensioning it properly. So if you can do that, you have enough skill to probably clean out the carburetor on your own. So if you have any running or fuel issue, you should be able to take care of it. So I haven't tried to start the saw, so I'm going to try and give it a cold start, and we'll see if it works.
Alright, we're good.
So we're going to give it a shot. We'll see if it'll start. First thing I want to do is prime it a lot. Get the fuel up through it.
And we try it, and we will oil it. We'll oil a single drop. The oil. And that's it. The end.
The end.
That was my talking.
Oh, you're doing a good job. Watch out.
Doesn't work.
I'm unchoking it. Give me a break.
One, three, go! I got starter on the down. So I used my starter on the down. It got the button. See mine going, the chain?
Just seeing if it's pulling the gas through properly.
I'm pressing the button.
Looks like we're going to have to adjust the high and low.
Yeah.
So I just turned the high out a little bit more, about another 1/8 of a turn.
Daddy, can I try that, Daddy?
Yeah, you can't try it. That's a real chainsaw.
This is a real chainsaw.
Well, it seems to be running real good, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm double wide 6. I got a whole bunch of repair videos. If you're interested in watching them, you can check me out under double wide 6. Have a great day. See you.